Good
There we go.
morning. This is Carrie Sparks with Pioneer Title, your Arizona title gal. I can be reached at 602-715-5704. Every Monday, Chris Papasio from eMortgage and I talk about business planning, business recharging. Today is where we're going to go. And if you do not have a current relationship with anyone at Pioneer Title, I'd love to be the source of your marketing and your sales. Again, I can reach at 602-715-5704. Chris, can you introduce yourself and kind of the direction we're going to go in today?
Sure. Good morning, all. Again, Chris Papaccio. I'm the branch manager over here at eMortgage Management in Gilbert. I can be reached at 480-227-1083. My NMLS number is 336676.
So before we went live today, we talked about recharging.
Yes.
So we're going to be hitting the road over at our house here alongside of so many other people amidst COVID-19 and sheltering in place and being responsible and all that. We bought a fifth wheel camper this weekend. Chris, we've been kind of looking around at it, and usually my husband and I are we travel at least once a month to a destination. During this whole pandemic, our puppy nanny resigned. And so our three girls that are from 4 pounds to 85 pounds are in need of a puppy sitter. And so rather than just continuing to go through that process, we still need one. So if anyone's watching, please let me know if you might be a person who would love to take care of our girls. But we're looking for a place to put behind the truck and be able to escape and recharge.
And to dovetail on that too. I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. So I had a bunch of things in my head. I think we've been talking a lot about this business planning and business development. We've had a couple of these conversations where there's so much business that's really occurring that a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of, that there is business out there to go and get. I was watching a bunch of stuff in the news, and it hit me in between last week and this week. There was a whole thing on one of the local news channels. It was talking about, had psychologists on. It was talking about taking the 5 minutes or a couple minutes to actually recharge and self-evaluate and meditate or whatever you need to do for yourself, because when you get in that go mentality, whether it's the stress of dealing with COVID, being late, being furloughed, coming back to work, getting back to the swing of things, adapting to the quote unquote new norm, all these things are outside of our standard daily routine, and they have been now for a while. Looking at, this is one of the first holidays we have major holidays coming up here with 4th of July and a really long weekend. I thought it was important to at least bring up to everyone that we usually hit on this audience and say, make sure you're taking the long weekend, enjoying yourself, find the time to unplug, stay safe, hang out with your family, reconnect with, wife, kids, significant other, whatever that is. Remind yourself why it is what you do, why it's exciting to you, why you want to do it. Why Carrie and I talked this morning about we're getting up early and have a lot of energy, and finding people to interact with that have high energy to do business with. That can, you can be high energy, and then what happens is over time, when you're in the business, it kind of wears and you feel a drain. So take the time and really unplug. Camping, great thing, out in the woods, up underneath the stars, it's awesome.
Chris, because I've always been kind of a spa girl, and this is a paradigm shift for me to do this. But I feel like my mother coined the camper our Playhouse, and she was actually piggybacking off of what my grandmother used to call her place up in the White Mountains, her playhouse, where she went to play. And it is important to recharge. So I started a new coaching program today, and I really have enjoyed the first several modules of working with this program. And if anyone's interested in learning more about what I'm doing, please contact me, because I don't want to endorse any particular thing here. But talked about how much time we do and do not spend on ourselves. Inside of your typical coaching program, they're focusing on the business, the business, the business. But talking about work-life balance really within a business development module just
Right.
spoke to me, because we do get run down, and really looking at how to increase our effectiveness, and just even waking up just a little bit early. We've all heard about it, we all know that, but to actually put it in play is a whole different thing. But the whole idea of investing in yourself.
Yep.
And so it's going to
Well, I mean,
be
and
an
there's, I mean,
interesting week.
into what you were just saying. I mean, investing in yourself, I mean, has multiple meanings. It's not only the investing in yourself for coaching, you know, decompression, downtime. I mean, all that, mental energy. I mean, investing in yourself doesn't have to be just a monetary thing, or, I mean, there's a physical aspect to it. It could be you like going to the gym or running, all those things, really contribute to your own well-being. And, um, I'm a big believer that it's something that's going to, I mean, taking the downtime and that personal time helps you in your business and personal life, and it's all connected together.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm spending spent the first hour of my day just writing personal notes, though, and just kind of reflecting on who I work with, who I, my customers, internal and external customers, and kind of going back to, the statement I've made the last probably 2 to 3 weeks now. And I did not invent this saying. So your value is determined by the size of the problems that you solve. And I like to add for your customers, because it's true. And if you're not, on your A game, I don't know that you can bring it and help them with theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So hence I've got another coaching program that I'm working with too. And really kind of a breath of fresh energy, air. We are also talking about the mental drain. I mentioned
Right.
that there's a couple things that I've been involved with that physically and emotionally, after I'm done with that time period, how I feel drained versus energized.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing too, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was going to say too, is the other thing that you were talking about today that I thought was really interesting was your idea of identifying what you're chained to and figuring out what chains you need to cut. So I think, I mean, just an aggregate. I mean, we were talking about this, it made me think
You
about,
liked my doodle on my
yes,
notebook
your
here.
two
You
trucks
like that.
pulling each other. Yes. So I mean, again, I mean, we're all human beings. We're all connected to someone else. Significant others, family, kids. Business relationships. I mean, we all have those, and we're all chained to those things because that's what makes our lives go. Taking a moment of downtime to take a breath, look at all those chains, and decide, which ones need the bolt cutters, could really be freeing. I
Yes,
mean,
I will
and
say
I
hi
know
to
you've
that.
done it and I've done it, and it's hard to make that decision sometimes about when you cut the chain and move on. But I think it's very freeing once you do it and you get that boost back.
Well, the instruction that was given was to kind of picture two vehicles, or however you want to picture it, with a chain in between, and to list off some of the things that were holding you back. And so as I started to really reflect on that, I realized that, yeah, there were some things that were holding back. And so I did some soul searching, and I'm going to cut the chain with some of those things that are itemized on that list. And once I made the decision, oh yeah, it just gave me energy back.
Okay.
So, and if everyone listens to these videos with me in the morning, I listen to Tony Robbins almost every single day. And I commend him for putting together the Facebook event that's been going on the last couple of weeks with the modules. And I've got a couple people that I know that have been involved in it. And, more than just, say I, like he always says, say I, just watching people interact with that positivity has been wonderful. In a time when we open up Facebook and we see so much negative,
Right.
it's really, really awesome to see this Tony Robbins Facebook group. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out, because it's out there, and people from all walks of life and industries are involved in it. And it's really neat to see some of the things that they're posting out there. Have you seen that, Chris?
I've seen it because I follow you, so I've seen some stuff that comes.
Oh, by the way,
I'm
if
not
you'd like to
directly connected
follow
to the group,
me
but
on
yes.
any of the social media platforms, including my YouTube channel, because YouTube is where I host all these, so you don't have to go and scroll back through anything. But I am really excited about the amount of people that I'm hearing are watching these videos. So for anyone listening, watching, thank you. I appreciate your time. And to my customers out there that have stuck with us through this pandemic and have been there, thank you. And I really appreciate you too, Chris. And just out of just the gratitude I feel
Yes.
through this right now is just overwhelming. And if you don't have a current relationship with anyone at Pioneer, put me to work. I'm always here to help. I'm never
Yes.
too busy to help somebody. So, Chris, any final comments?
Yeah, I mean, again, I like what you say about gratitude. I like to push out gratitude into the universe. So again, thank you everyone that has been listening to these podcasts and giving us feedback. It's fun to do. I really appreciate Carrie for inviting me to do this with her on Monday morning and making sure we push each other to do it on a regular basis. Anyone that doesn't have a relationship with a lender, please reach out. Again, our contact information is embedded below, in the comments here. We love to talk to new realtors, existing realtors. We love answering questions. Please let us know how we can assist you and help your business go. That's what we want to do in this.
Can you read off your licensing information and
Sure,
your
no problem.
website one more time?
Sure. So Chris Papacho, my NMLS number is 336676, and my phone number is 480-227-1083.
And your website?
I actually have a new site that I've been working with, and it's ArizonaMortgageStore.com, all one word. So it's got all my contact information right on there.
All right. Well, for everyone, thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back with the same topic next Monday. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks so much. You guys have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.